The Dyatlov Pass incident, the mystery that still haunts Russia. In February 1959, 9 experienced hikers set out on a journey through the frozen wilderness of the Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union. They were young, strong, and skilled in survival, but none of them made it home alive. What happened to them on that mountain remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in history.
Ho, ho, ho!
The group was led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. His team consisted of 8 other hikers, most of them students, including 2 women and 7 men. They were all highly trained in winter expeditions and had completed similar treks before.
Ho, ho, ho!
Their goal was to reach Otorten Mountain, a name that in the language of the local Mansi people meant, "Don't go there." But Dyatlov's team didn't believe in superstition. They packed their skis, tents, and journals and began their ascent on February 1st. They set up camp on the slope of a mountain called Kolit-Syakhl, Mountain of the Dead.
Ho, ho, ho!
The wind howled. Snow fell endlessly. And then, silence. Days passed. Families waited. No one returned. 3 weeks later, rescue teams discovered the first clues. On the slope of the mountain, they found the hiker's tent, half buried in snow, torn open from the inside. It looked as if the hikers had cut their way out in panic. Inside were boots, coats, food, and diaries, everything left behind.
Ho, ho, ho!
Footprints led away from the tent, barefoot, in socks, scattered in different directions. Something terrible had happened that made 9 skilled hikers flee into -30-degree temperatures wearing almost nothing. At the edge of the forest, 2 bodies were found under a tall cedar tree. They were barefoot, wearing only underwear.
Ho, ho, ho!
Nearby was the remains of a small campfire. The men had tried to survive the freezing night. A few hundred meters away, 3 more bodies were discovered, Dyatlov himself among them. Their poses suggested they were trying to crawl back toward the tent. It took months before the remaining 4 were found, buried deeper in the snow in a ravine. That's when things became truly strange.
Ho, ho, ho!
These last 4 bodies showed severe, unexplained injuries. 1 woman's eyes were missing, another had no tongue. 2 men had massive chest fractures, as if struck by a force equal to a car crash. But with no external wounds. Some of their clothes contained traces of radiation, and the skin on several bodies appeared darker, almost orange. Authorities closed the case quickly.
Ho, ho, ho!
The official explanation was vague. The hikers died as a result of a compelling natural force. But what kind of force could cause such terror, chaos, and injury? Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some say it was an avalanche that the hikers heard rumbling. Snow panicked and fled their tent, only to freeze to death outside.
Ho, ho, ho!
But investigators noted there was no sign of an actual avalanche at the site. Others believe it was military experiment gone wrong. Perhaps secret missile tests or parachute mines dropped by the Soviet Army. The area was known for testing weapons, and strange glowing orbs were seen in the sky that night by witnesses miles away.
Ho, ho, ho!
Then came the psychological theories that infrasound caused by the wind created panic and hallucinations, driving the hikers to act irrationally. Or that one of them suffered a mental breakdown, and the rest followed in chaos. And of course, there are those who whisper about something more mysterious that the hikers may have encountered. Something not entirely human in those mountains.
Ho, ho, ho!
In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the case 60 years later and concluded that an avalanche was the likely cause. But many experts and families of the hikers still reject that answer. Too many questions remain. Why the radiation? Why the missing eyes and tongue? Why the bizarre injuries and the perfectly cut tent? The Dyatlov Pass incident is not just a story of tragedy.
Ho, ho, ho!
It's a story of how fear, nature, and the unknown can intertwine to create something beyond explanation. Even today, hikers who visit that mountain say they feel something, an eerie silence, a strange wind, a sense of being watched. Perhaps some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Perhaps the Ural Mountains will always keep their secret. This was the story of the Dyatlov Pass incident.
Ho, ho, ho!
One of the coldest, most haunting tales in modern history. If you enjoyed this mystery, subscribe to TrueTales Unveiled, where we uncover the truth behind the world's most chilling real stories.
Ho, ho, ho!